This week's parsha begins with Re'eh Anochi Nosein Lefnechem Hayom Bracha Ukalala. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, "Look, I am presenting to you today Bracha Ukalala, blessing and curse. The bracha will be given to us if we hearken to Kadosh Baruch Hu's commandments, and the curses, unfortunately, will come our way if we fail to do so." Which person wouldn't choose bracha? Obviously, as a matter of fact, in a later Seder of Nitzavim, Kadosh Baruch Hu says, "Re'eh nosati l'fanecha hayom." Once again, look that I have given before you today es hachayim ve'es hatov, life and goodness, ve'es hama ve'es hara, and death and that which is terrible. And ha'idosi v'chem hayom es hashemayim ve'es haaretz, hachayim ve'hama ve'es nosati l'fanecha. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, as sure as the existence of the heavens and the earth that will bear witness, I place before you life and death, habracha v'aklala, blessing and curse, uvacharto b'chayim, and you are to choose life, l'man tichya tov zarecha, in order that you shall live, you and your descendants. Now I ask you, which person wouldn't choose life? Who chooses death over life? All of us want life. All of us want goodness. All of us want bracha, blessing, and not curse. So why need a Kadosh Baruch Hu instruct us in the Seder of Nitzavim of Acharta B'Chayim? Of course we'll choose life. And the reason I think is because prior to Nitzavim, as we've stated, as appears in this week's Seder of Re'eh, Kadosh Baruch Hu says, look, I'm giving you today bracha uklala, not bracha, not blessing, uklala or curse. Because the Kadosh Baruch Hu says, undoubtedly, no one is so foolish to choose curse over bracha. So life really doesn't come down to choosing bracha, uklala or curse, but rather Kadosh Baruch Hu says, Re'eh Anochi Nosein Lefnechem Hayom Bracha Uklala. Recognize that no one goes through life without challenges and without hurdles, without difficulties of one kind or another, be it shalom bias or be it monetary, financial problems with difficulty making a livelihood, be it at the place of work or in one's home, God forbid, with one's children, be it regarding sickness or the arduous difficulty of making friends that last for life. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, Re'eh Anochi Nosein Lefnechem Hayom, not bracha uklala, blessing or curse, but rather bracha uklala, blessing and curse. Because we need to appreciate and understand that no one has a life that is ideal in nature, and no one has a life that is idyllic in nature. Everyone, all of us have nisyonos. All of us have trials and challenges, hurdles to overcome. All of us go through life requiring choices, and sometimes we're happy with the choices that we made, and in other times we are less so. But at the end of the day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, bracha ukalala, there is no scenario in life which a person cannot ultimately grow from or transcend. And I must tell you that my entire life I have always, and particularly when I was in Melbourne for 10 years, a community that was created from the ashes of the Holocaust. And I was always humbled by individuals who went through the Shoah, who saw the Malach HaMaves 24/7, every single day at every turn, just not being fully cognizant of what awaited him or her around the corner. What kind of death? What kind of punishment? What kind of torture? What kind of nisayon? And yet I met people who went through that ordeal. And not only did they build over and rebuild marriages and families, why they became pillars of hope, pillars of vision, pillars of accomplishment in what they ultimately were able to accomplish and afford themselves and for their families, and simultaneously what they shared with a greater community, building institutions, yeshivos and kollalim, mikvos, and federations, anything and everything on behalf of Klal Yisrael, rising from the ashes and creating life anew. Life is never bracha o klala, because indeed, then the choice would be so simple and even at times rather facile. The challenge of life that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us in the Seder of Re'eh is to understand and appreciate that it's bracha u klala, and we need remove the dross of the curse from around the ultimate bracha that can be eked out, to go beyond the suffering, to go beyond the challenge, and be able to smile once again, to be able to build, to be able to create life, to be able to rise, to be able to be happy, to be able to say to Kodesh Baruch Hu, Uvacharta b'chayim, we have chosen life, not to be morose, not to be held back, not to be stymied, but to push forward, to be the greater and greatest Avdei Hashem that we possibly can become. Have a wonderful Shabbos.